Welcome in to a special City Skylines series that I'm going to be releasing over the course of the next few months with news of City Skylines 2 on the imminent horizon at the end of October. I wanted to walk us through each of our different cities that we have built in City Skylines 1 as we lead into the excitement that is the sequel, City Skylines 2, which I'm very excited about. The first city that we go through, one of my favorite builds that we did. This tour is straight live from the Twitch channel, so enjoy the live tour recorded straight from Twitch of Moosington. Welcome to Moose Tales. This is a Moose Tales that was redeemed by a Canadian moose. The history and eventual end of Moosington. This is our final stream in the beautiful city of Moosington. It's a European-inspired build. It's a gorgeous city, and we'll miss it greatly, but the time has come to move on to a new project, to a new city. We'll miss Moosington a great deal. So many memories. So many amazing times. The views from Poo Poo Point. The scary game stream, where the Haunted Mansion was built in this exact build, and the story that was told of the love of Strykor and a Canadian moose, and the time that they had to save each other from the evil spirits in the Haunted Mansion. We'll remember the fact that the city gave us great anger when it broke. We'll remember Strikes Meets, where Strikes Meets in the Strikington, the 13th Empire, was first created. We'll remember the harbor that caused us to swear constantly because it wouldn't work the way we wanted it to. The bridges and piers that wouldn't go in the way we expected them to. We'll remember the downtown core, the beautiful downtown core. And in order to send off the great city of Moosington correctly, one final city tour of the great city of Moosington. Let's start where it all began. Chat, we'll start where it all began. I give you, for the final time, the city of Moosington. This is where it all began, chat. The city of Moosington was founded along a large highway heading out to a coastal region near a river. You can see the river in the background. This is where all of our buildings were started from. As we entered the city for the very first time, we came across our roundabout that directed traffic into our beautiful road layout for downtown. Look at this road layout. If there's one thing that you could say about this particular road layout, it is that there is not a grid in sight. There is, in fact, no grid, which was one of the goals. As we came to build the city of Moosington, we decided it was going to be a tram city, and so trams are the primary way of mode of transportation. But you can see as we look down our glorious entryway into the city, we have the Arc de Triomphe, and as we turn with amazing FPS to our main city view, we can see the church where we preserved the view with the tower in the background, our skyline coming through, the mountain in the background. Excellent map. And we can come down through the main entryway. We've got all of our government buildings here in this vicinity. We got some lovely parks, beautiful trees, some pedestrian crossways. One of our largest construction projects was actually after the initial building of the roundabout. We had to put in large underground walkways because people like to walk in the city so much. It was such a beautiful city to walk in that we had to put underground walkways. You can actually get here, 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 and here, all by walking. You don't have to even take a car. The main entrance to the city, just beautiful. As we continue down the main entrance to the city, you'll come across our main shopping plaza, some beautiful pedestrian crossings. We've got our tram cars running. And we've got a beautiful extended shopping area. Our major shopping plaza. We've got some lovely murals on some of our buildings. Got the Arc de Triomphe in the background. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Hand-placed lampposts to light our way. And as you come through the shopping center, you come into our first roundabout where our tram cars, streetcars running around. Look at everybody hanging out here. Beautifully decorated. You come into our theater. We've got another statue. Beautiful. Look at the background. We've got our Ferris wheel, our cinema, all of our shopping going on over here. That takes you down on to one of our later projects, later in the build, where we came down, built our lovely little harbor front. Not really a harbor, more of just a beach front. All kinds of fun things going on. Come get your food at the taco trucks. Come down, rent one of the beach houses for the weekend. Grab some Strikes Bites here at the Big Bite restaurant. Beautiful, beautiful little spot. Catch the ferry if you want to. You come up onto the hill where we have the finish off your shopping here at the mall, or come attend a sporting event at one of our many beautiful stadiums here on the edge. Many a home runs, chat. Many a home runs been hit out into the water. Beautiful. And that'll swing you down around into our downtown area. We come down into downtown. We've got our beautiful, large, tall structured buildings. We've got our row housing as we come into the city. Look at the tall skyscrapers, more row housing. Beautifully detailed buildings. We've got park areas all over the place. We've got our Japanese maple garden here, the maple gardens. Here is the church that we preserved the view from, right? You can see the church as you come into the city. That's the original church in the city of Moosington. Some of the old houses have also been preserved along this area. We've got some surface parking in case you need it. We've got our handcrafted cemetery that we've got. We've got the first ever Tim Hortons that was part of the city. Maple Treeway Road, indeed. Foya Avenue, right here. Come down. We've got our statue. One of my favorite houses that we have here. This asset. Beautiful. Got those all over the place. And if you follow this road, it will take you out and around and over to our large park. Handcrafted this lake without a single flood, mind you. Beautiful lake in our park district. As you zoom out, you can see just how expansive the park is. This city was nestled in the middle of a forest, and so they just preserved most of the forest with this park. Lovely park, lots of residential on this side. We make our way over to our island. This is where we started. This is where everything started. The Chateau Island, with its beautiful cul-de-sacs that have been remade many, many different times. Lovely. Lovely. We got houses on the hill there. We have our shopping center down our main road where our tram cars run. And then, of course, we go up the mountain to Dave Road and Dave Hill. Gorgeous views of the city from here. Up on Dave Road, you can see, again, the skyline. If you look off in the distance, you can see Poo-Poo Point. Lots of good times here trying to make things work on Dave Road. Little park at the back. Of course, a tunnel right through the mountain. Why wouldn't we? And we continue along all the tram car this direction without getting ill, of course. Back into the city. Again, great views. We can continue in this direction. Run into our little campus. Our campus on the hill with our clock tower. That's where, of course, MC White's Phoenix Frat House located up here with the campus. And you get into our main residential core. Lots of residential in this area. Again, you can see the road structure coming through nicely. All of this residential. And you come upon a great invention. A crazy invention. The Dicker Roundabout. And the Dicker Viaduct. Beautiful. The viaduct stretches all the way across the land around Poo-Poo Point. It connects into the freeway here through that area. This was a feat of construction here as well. Look at this. Beautifully done right next to the river. Coming all the way across. Right through Poo Poo Point. If you stop at Poo Poo Point, you can actually get a beautiful view of the city. There it is in the distance. The viaduct cutting through beautifully. Our most recent project just took on today. Look at that. Lovely little industry and harbor shipping area. Put in some windmills to commemorate the occasion. Our most recent expansion that had to be abandoned due to lack of funding and people all moving into a new city. This is our suburban area. And we can never forget, Chad, we will never forget the Canadian Moose _ Arboretum. Let's take a walk. Let's take a walk through the Arboretum. Beautiful trees. Beautiful trees. Oh. It just doesn't get any better than this. Look at that guy. Just enjoying the Canadian Moose Arboretum. Wow. You take a walk through the large trees, down the pathways. What a beautiful place. And of course, the Canadian Moose _ Arboretum is of course situated directly next to the Lowe's. Yep, right next to the Lowe's. Unbelievable. You can see the views you can catch from the Lowe's parking lot. Look at this. Look at the view from the Lowe's parking lot into the city skyline. Beautiful. Beautiful. Up on the hill you can catch some of the residential area as well and out into suburbia. Just lovely. Just lovely. Our main transportation hub is over here. And then as you exit the city, you'll find our main industry area where all of our trains stop, where all the industry takes place in our city. Beautiful figure 8 traffic pattern. Keeps things flowing quite nicely, actually. We have a little expansion out this way for some of our infrastructures. And then, if you take the freeway all the way out, come to our beautiful dam that powers our city. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. If you take the road out into the back country, if you go all the way out, all the way to where people would never find you if you were to scream, you come to the Haunted Mansion, where Strykor once rescued a Canadian moose from the evil clutches of the terrible ghost that was haunting it. A haunted house. There it is. There it is. And the fishing hut where they escaped with Lord Snow, the fisherman. Beautiful. And who could forget when a member of our community, Battle, chose to redeem a house and specifically wanted a house in the snow. Battle Shack, and the Battle Cabin, the Battlefish Cabin. Look at that. And as a result of all of this, the creation of special rapids, we got another fish hut here, and we edited the terrain just enough to make our whitewater section coming down. I've never rafted it myself, but people tell me that it's absolutely a fantastic ride. Beautiful whitewater section, and it leads down to Battletown, a standalone village off in the distance, separated from the main city of Moosington, but fully functional. It's got your Tim Hortons, you got your gas station. Beautiful, fully functioning, miniature little city, little town, connected to the rail, obviously. It's got its own infrastructure, it's got its own everything. Beautifully functioning city, never had any problems in Battletown. Perfectly quaint, perfectly situated little city. And of course, if you follow it back in, you'll find excellent views of the city as you come in for one final pass into Moosington. There's your skyline. One final look at the city. Let's take a look at nighttime. You can't see the stuff very well, but scroll into downtown, see the lights of downtown over the mountains. I actually like at nighttime. I really like to come over here, out to the mountain, get a good look at the tower. Beautiful. Hope you enjoyed that tour of our European-inspired build, Moosington. Really fun build, very fond memories obviously attached with that one. Stay tuned over the coming months as we're going to release more of our city tours from our builds in cities Skylines. I'm excited to showcase a few of the projects that we did and kind of go take a trip down memory lane throughout the course of this little mini-series on the channel featuring all of our builds in city Skylines. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.